Managing the IBM Bluemix platform. This video will discuss some operational aspects of managing a Bluemix account, organization, and spaces for Cloud Foundry applications and services. When you have finished watching this video, you should have an understanding of organizations in Bluemix accounts, spaces, users, and various roles for users with associated permissions, Bluemix quota, domains, routes, and regions. In each Bluemix account, there is a grouping system that is based upon the Cloud Foundry organizational model. Within an account, you can manage organizations and spaces, including user access to the account and organization, through the Web UI or the CLI. As an account administrator, you use the Manage Organizations page to view and manage the settings of organizations and spaces, including user access. In Bluemix, organizations facilitate the logical grouping of project resources in the following ways. You can be the owner of your own organization and also the member of another organization. You can group a set of spaces, applications, services, domains, and routes and users all together in a single organization. And you can govern the access to resources of an organization on a per-user basis. Paid accounts or subscription accounts can have more than one organization. When you create an organization in your Bluemix account, the organization name must be unique. After you create the organization, you will be automatically assigned the Organization Manager permission, which enables you to edit the organization name, delete the organization, and create spaces in the organization. When you delete an organization, all of the spaces, applications, and services within the organization are deleted. From the Bluemix dashboard, your current region, organization, and space are shown. To edit your organization and its members, select Manage Account Organizations. All organizations that are grouped within the current account are shown. You can select an organization to see the details of that organization and to see the list of spaces in the organization. You can select Edit Org to bring up the panel to manage users, domains, and view quota use in the organization. There's also an option to change the organization name. The expanded view on this slide shows the users of the organization and their organizational roles. In addition to roles at the organization level, user roles are also assigned at the space level to allow them to view access to a specific space and to manage applications within the space. Spaces provide a mechanism to collect related applications, services, and the users that can collaborate on the resources. An organization can contain multiple spaces. All Cloud Foundry applications and most created catalog services in Bluemix are associated with a single space. Some services, like the Secure Gateway service, only need to be created once in an organization and can be used by applications in multiple spaces within the organization. A user must be a member of an organization before they can be added as a member of a specific space in the organization. In order to create applications, a user must also be a member of a space and be assigned the developer role. Let's learn a bit more about roles and permissions in the next slide. Bluemix provides configurable roles for users at the organization and space level. At the account level, there is one account owner who has full control of the account. All of the users associated with the account are members who may be assigned roles and associated permissions at the organization and space level. For an organization, there is a manager, billing manager, and auditor role. The manager can create, view, edit, or delete spaces within the organization, view the organization's usage and quota, invite team members to the organization, and manage who has access to the organization and their roles in the organization, and also manage custom domains for the organization. The billing manager can view runtime and service usage information for the organization on the usage dashboard page. Organization auditors can view application and service content in the organization. Auditors can also view team members in the organization and their assigned roles and the quota for the organization. At the space level, managers can add users to the space and manage roles within the space. A user does not need to have any organization role assigned in order to be a manager, developer, or auditor in a space. Space developers can create, delete, and manage applications and services within the space. Both space managers and developers have access to the VCAP services environment variable for an application within the space. Auditors can only view content in the space and do not have access to the service credentials, for example, VCAP services, associated with applications in the space. In Bluemix, quotas define the resource allocation for an organization. All users in an organization share memory and service instance quotas. The example shown here shows an org that has 928 megabytes of memory used and 27 services in use. The resource limits of the organization are 8 gigabytes of memory and 40 services. Domains provide the base part of a route on the internet for an application. All organizations have access to shared system domains. Organizations can also define their own custom domains based on internet domains that they have registered as public internet domains. In this example, an organization is shown with access to the system domain of mybluemix.net and also a custom domain of bluemix.temro.us. This domain also has a custom SSL certificate associated with the domain. In order to be able to use a custom domain that your organization owns, you need to add the domain to your Bluemix organization and then update the public DNS to use a CNAME record to redirect traffic to the domain for the Bluemix secure endpoint for the region where your application is running. A route is the URL that is used to direct requests to an application. A route is a combination of a domain name and a host name that is specified when the application is pushed. For example, in the route myapp.example.com, myapp would be the host and example.com is the domain. A route can be associated with one or more applications, which will result in traffic being sent to the applications in a round-robin fashion. This technique is used as part of a zero downtime deployment, often called blue-green or red-black deployment. Unless a custom domain is specified, Bluemix uses the default shared domain in the route for the application, for example, mybluemix.net. The example shows an application with two routes defined. One goes to the shared domain, and the other goes to a custom domain. What is a Bluemix region? A Bluemix region is a defined geographical territory that you can deploy your applications to. Each Bluemix region is independent from other regions. You can create applications and service instances in different regions on Bluemix. You can select the region that is nearest to your customers and deploy your apps to this region to get low application latency. You can also select the region where you want to keep the application data to address security or personal information locality issues. When you deploy apps in multiple regions, if one region goes down, the apps that are in the other regions continue to run. You would use a load or content balancing service outside of Bluemix to redirect traffic to the region where the app is still running. If you're using the Bluemix Web UI, there's a panel that you can use to switch to a different region to work with spaces in that region. If you're using the BX command line interface, you connect to the Bluemix region that you want to work with by using the BX API command and specifying the API endpoint for the region. The example here shows the command that would be used to connect to Bluemix Europe United Kingdom region. BX login -a https://api.eu-gb.bluemix.net. If you're using the Bluemix tools for Eclipse, you must connect to the Bluemix region that you want to work with by creating a Bluemix server and specifying the API endpoint for the region. A unique prefix is assigned for each region. The table here shows the regions that Bluemix provides and their region prefixes, as well as their API endpoints. This concludes the overview of managing your Bluemix account. Thanks for watching.